boop. Boop, boop. Ah, boop, boop. Sorry, I apologise. NVIDIA Broadcast just decided it was not going to work today. So we've restarted it, and we are here. Yay! We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and hello, I am Decidius Namake, your somewhat slovenly VTuber. Welcome, hello, good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. It's afternoon here, just about. I'm even on time. So, today we will be playing a brand new game to me, Yak. I don't know how it's pronounced yet. I mean, it is a J. Oh, Catboy, you are back. Good to see you. I did think for a minute, it's like, does he know I go live early? Well, on a Friday, not the normal time for now. I think, as I say, I do stream every other Friday. I do believe from 2 weeks' time, I'm going to start going to the normal time on a Friday. It was a wonderful idea to try and, maybe I should do it on a Friday daytime and try and capture a bit of a different audience. And then I realised, actually, if I stream on Friday and Sunday during the day, when I'm meant to do all of the things. So, yeah, we might have to pick it back on the Friday so I do things in the day. I have a cupboard that needs re-plasterboarding and fitting out. But yeah, how are you getting on, Catboy? Good to see you. Yeah, I was having a little think last night. I thought, hold on a minute, isn't this the guy that prefers more mature anime and manga, and he's a Scoo-chan fan? The horny space cat? But anyway, it is good to see you. I mean, we will jump into the game. I haven't quite got it set up, but yeah, what was the two rapid things I was going to write down? Oh, no, I went, I don't have Morrison's or Tesco's money, but I went shopping at Lidl this morning, which is my budget range, and you know, that's what Friday mornings off work are for. And I was coming back, and we're in a zipper merge, so it's a 2 lanes down to 1, and it's normal, you know, it's Friday, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and everybody is like, chill. And there's this one guy, and he absolutely insisted on not zipper merging, and he was right up the, you know, I was in the zipper position, we're all in the zipper position, he runs right up the inside, you know, halfway on the hard shoulder, just to try and cut in and get in front of us. And I'm too old for fighting for my life on the roads. It's like, it's chill, we'll just move back a little. You can have that 1 car length if you really need it. And it was glorious. We got down to a roundabout about 30 seconds later, and he's in the overtaking lane, I'm in the normal lane. There was a van in front of him, and I got out onto the roundabout faster, and I got 3 car lengths in front of him. And that was it, he was stuck. It didn't cost me anything, I was just not worried, I was nice and chill, and yeah, the guy got stuck, so all he's rushing and zooming around me, and he actually ended up getting stuck behind a van instead. So that was wonderful and glorious. I should also just quickly open up all the ancillaries. Let's open up YouTube, Twitch. Let's open like 3 Twitches because I need both the Twitch channel, and I also somehow managed to get my BGM to work so that I can't hear it and you can. The only problem is when I start a game, the BGM might still be going. I also can't remember how I did it because it was like 2 weeks ago and I haven't streamed since then. So, what did that poor fat kid do to you? Catholic Catboy. Oh dear. Only like half a day Fridays, it's not too bad. People who don't zipper merge make me so mad I can punt kick a fat kid. That poor fat kid. And it wasn't even a fat guy driving it. It's just a 50, 60-year-old bald man with his wife. It's like, dude, where do you have to be so urgently at 11 a.m. on a Friday? Yeah, no, I work every other Friday. This is one of the magic tricks I do to try and manage my hours. Because inevitably I never leave on time. Over 2 weeks, I'll do at least an overtime, an unpaid, hour of unpaid overtime every day. So I try and take it back as toil. Every second Friday I don't work. The only issue with this little plan is a bit like my plan. So I have semi-flexible working start times. I can start between 7 and 9 within reason. If I've got things to be in places to do at 7 in the morning, I have to be in at 7. But if I haven't got any early meetings, I can start as late at night as 9, and then instead of finishing at like 5, finish at 7 instead or whatever. But what happens is it's much the same. So if I just don't work that, every other Friday, it just means I do 2 hours extra of unpaid time every day instead. Or if I do my trick of I'll start at 9 o'clock and then try and leave at 5 o'clock, and that way I'll only do my normal hours. What happens is I start at 9 o'clock and still finish at 7 o'clock. It's like, oh, well, we've just got to fit the whole working day into this instead. So it's not just me that's not very good at leaving on time. I try and leave on time. But I work with a bunch of people that are just one more thing. That's what ended up happening on Tuesday for Tuesday's stream. I was packing up to, I was walking back at 3 p.m. Between the courses of 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., 3 different people grabbed me walking back to my office and like grabbed me for like an hour and a half meeting. And then eventually it was like 7 o'clock and like security guards like kicking us out of the building because he wants to shut up for the night. It's like, well, yikes, that didn't go well. But yeah, so it must be the morning. So Catboy, you must be ready for a half day. So I hope it's not too strenuous and you don't have any of those last minute, because you know, nothing ever bursts at the start of the shift. It only goes wrong, especially on a Friday. Oh, the trick is also, so 4:05 on a Friday, whatever time you finish, 5 minutes past closing, you haven't quite managed to make it away, like, guys, come back. I have had that earlier this year. I got an out of hours call out back into work and I hadn't even made it out the door. And they were rude. No, we don't have mandatory time and a half. So I'm also salaried. So you have the working time directive, which says you can't work more than 48 hours regularly, over an average of 48 hours a week over 17 weeks. The other thing we have is minimum wage. So the minimum wage isn't crazy bad if you're over 25. I don't know what it is because I get more. Is it 25? Okay, so it's £12.21 an hour. What's that in dollars? $12.212. Yep, that's what I want. Okay, so the UK national minimum wage, if you're over 21, is you have to be paid at least $16.07 an hour, or £12.21. So as long as your unpaid overtime doesn't take you, average your wage below that, they can basically make you do what you want within contract. And I like being employed. See, Catboy, these regulations, these pesky regulations, eh? Damn government oversight, making me go home. I don't disagree. So part of the reason I moved to this job is because I was doing 80-hour weeks every week. So I would start at like 4:30 in the morning and finish somewhere between 8 p.m. and midnight, and then roll back around the next day. And sort of the breaking point was the one night when I got called back into work twice. So I literally finished work, went home. I think I got called in at something silly like, so I'd done the normal working day, like 4:30 till 8 p.m. I think, not a reasonable day. Got called in and was there till like 2 in the morning, drove home, and then 3 in the morning, literally, it couldn't make it up. I literally reversed in, turned the engine off, and immediately got called back to work again. And was back at 4 in the morning, and they'd let all the managers and team leads have the day off, so I was literally the only person on there. So I ended up doing just a brutal 36-hour shift, and of course, that ain't paid. And do you know what? It's like, yeah, because I was salaried then again. It's like, do you know what? I'd rather not do that many. So yeah, my average. So if it's normal, the normal is a 43-hour working week. So my normal day is it's between 7:30 and 8 till, call it 8 o'clock. It's really like my normal working day is like 7:30 till 4, but no breaks. I gave up on that whole lunch break thing. Legally, I'm entitled to a lunch break. However, nobody at my company seems to believe that lunch breaks. Oh, Catboy, that is rough, buddy. Like, yeah. 20-hour days are brutal. It's like, I used to be able to do that. When I was younger, it wasn't a problem. Like, who needs sleep? So I think I've told this on here. When I did my driving test back in college or high school, I hadn't slept for a week. So I had a full, basically I had a full college or a high school level class that was entirely a project-based class. And it was due the last week of the year. And obviously, for the entire rest of the year, I had done nothing for it. So 1 week before the deadline, 2 days before the deadline, I drew a rough outline and gave it to my lecturer. Like, here you go. This is what I want to do. Can I have a week's extension? He's like, sure. So I managed to cram an entire year's worth of work into 1 week. And genuinely, it probably wasn't good for me. I didn't sleep for 5 days. And I'd booked my driving test for that Friday. So I literally, Friday, 12 midday or something like that was the deadline. Dropped my my thing into work. Then I went out, took my driving test, passed it, and I got lucky as well because on the UK driving test there's a free navigation bit, and I was a little scrote because I knew they were going to take me to this horrible, like, massive 4-lane roundabout. So it's a 4-lane roundabout, and it has like 6 different exits, and it's just a mess. So accidentally, on my free drive portion, I took the wrong turn and avoided doing this massive bit, and it's like, oh well, you've missed the free drive section, and it's not a fail. It's like not even a minor to screw up the free drive, but as soon as you make a wrong turn, it just stops. It's like, my test was short, and it started snowing in my test as well. Like, oh, it's snowing. We should probably head back now. So yeah, this is when I was a young little sloth. I don't know what a baby sloth's called. I wasn't that young. I was about 17. So yeah, I'd been up for 5 days straight, driving test, drove around in the snow, passed it, and then driving to drop me home. And I basically, oh god, if that had been like 1-2 p.m, my parents would have been at work. I literally just lay down on the sofa. It's like, that was it. And at some point, like, so that was on the Friday, and at some point on like the Saturday evening, I woke up in my bed. Obviously, they ain't carried me up there. I must have just remembered to do it at some point. It's like, wow, I just slept for like 36 hours. I feel better now. And yeah, ever since, I can barely even do the all-nighters now. It's so bad. I've done a couple of all-nighters, but I'm out of an age where it's like, if I stay up all night, I don't feel good the next day. I positively feel unwell. And yeah, that's less than ideal. But yeah, I hope then, Catboy, your half day is not a 10-hour day today, and it's closer to like a normal, like, you know, what's a normal working day? What's it? Nobody does 9 till 5 anymore, do they? Nobody does 8 hours. It's always 9 till 6 or 8 till 5. They snuck that after COVID. They snuck that extra hour of work in to try and justify. It's like, we're okay, we'll give you a 3% pay rise, but you need to work an extra hour a day. It's like, hold on a minute, that don't add up. That is what it is. And I am lucky that I get paid enough now that I can have the heating on all winter. So I had the house set at 18 degrees all winter. It's only the second winter of my adult life where I've been able to have the heating on at 18 all winter. I did move here like right after uni or college, and the first year was brutal because I had nothing. So once I'd moved, and it was an empty, so I moved in here. I had no furniture or anything, and I had to move in here, and I had like, it was a couple of £100, and that was it to live off for the entire month and furnish the entire place. Ooh, who got bonked? Yes, oh, Seribot, my beloved, you got another one. Absolutely sniped it. The spam isn't even showing up. Wonderful. So yeah. Sidetrack. So for the first couple of months, I had a fishing chair. My old fishing chair was what I was sitting on. That was the front room was decked out. You know, like you see it in the memes. The front room was a fishing chair, and my little 22-inch monitor that I got that I used for the PC, and that was a TV hooked up to the laptop, and that was it. That was the front room. I made the entire mistake of when I first moved in of not realising I needed to own furniture. So everywhere I'd lived before had been at least partially furnished, and I just forgot the whole owning cupboard thing. So like for the first sort of 6 months, I just had random, you know, boxes, and all my stuff just lived in boxes. So the front room shelf was just, you know, a set of boxes. Good bot. You are right. Thank you, Catboy. Oh, Seri, my beloved. That was a great call. I'm still learning about bots. I'm not, even on Discord, you've seen it's very basic. I've not been a massive Discord user. I've used Discord before, but never really server-side. So I had a couple of friends who used to play D&D, and I don't know if you ever played D&D and tried to use Roll20. Yeah, Roll20 is, I don't know how it works, and I think it's powered by, you know, ritualistic goat sacrifice. However, so you can't see it here because, you know, I'm an anime boy, but I have a gridded magnetic whiteboard behind me, and that's what I used to use for D&D. So I'd draw all the battle maps on the whiteboard, and all the characters had magnetic magnets, and I'd move them like that over camera. That was how COVID went, and obviously I presume you're like me, Catboy. If you're doing water infrastructure, that any of those COVID furloughs didn't really affect you. It's like, actually no. The best part about COVID was the roads were empty. So every day when I had to go to work, there was basically nobody else around. That was kind of cool. And ever since then, the traffic hasn't been as bad because work from home has become a thing. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of in the last couple of years when I switched job, work from home has been something I can do. In my previous job, it was a rarity, maybe half a day or you know, half a day a week or a week over a day I could sit at home and, like, you know, like for a Friday afternoon, do paperwork write-ups and something for half a day, but nearly all my job used to be hands-on, whereas nowadays, a lot less of my job is hands-on. It's much more, as I said, I'm your worst nemesis, Catboy. I am the regulation. It's like, so as I said, I work in, you know, environmental monitoring, environmental testing, so I sort of say, like, but I'm off the bench now. I do a little bit of bench work a couple of days a week, and I obviously still going for that. For a lot of it, I'm just actually looking at results and saying, you've given me some numbers. What do these numbers mean? Have you even given me the right numbers? And yeah, so that's what I do a lot of now, and just checking people have, filled in boxes. You would not believe how much people struggle in to fill in boxes. I've tried to make tick boxes for people, and they still get it wrong. And it's just like, guys, it's a tick box. You had 4 options. How did you find the 5th option? I think you've probably heard it before. It's incredible. Every time you think you designed the perfect foolproof system, God just sends me another better idiot. It's a constant arms race, and I am not winning. It's much like the war on drugs or the emu war. Yeah, humanity 0, emus 1. Anyway, that's where we were at now, and I should probably I've opened up Twitch, and unfortunately, whenever I open Twitch, it just starts playing me. What I should do at some point is maybe do my go live message on Twitter and become regulation destroyer of Catboys. Oh yes. Just be careful when you say, just putting the words destroyer and Catboys in the same sentence. I mean, this is a Twitch stream, and just be careful how you phrase that, because people might get the wrong idea when I start calling myself the destroyer of Catboys. All right then. First we yap. Then goody. Oh my giddy aunt, I can't type. First we yap, and then we zap. There we go. We've remembered to post. Yeah, and even on X, it's interesting because I had a feeling, Catboy. As I said, you're like, oh no, I'm a Senin or Senin. We have moved today. I've definitely, so I've been working through. I use Iridori for my my Japanese lessons. So we've definitely moved into Iridori Elementary 1. So my pronunciation is getting better, but the double vowels, it's like I don't really know, like koi, koi. It gets me. I know how koi works now, but yeah, so the Japanese vowel sounds, they do get me still. Like what we're doing today, we're in Iridori 6. Oh, and we're trying to say, what's it? It's post office. I've forgotten the word for post office. Oh, Iridori. Let's go to Iridori. Yeah, we're in N4, so again, we're doing a lot of work to prep me for going to Japan and asking questions. We're on 6. What's it? Oh, damn. I mean, I can't complain too much because the English, we didn't have. So the only reason the English started putting spaces in English language in the writing was because the monks were doing a lot of writing, transcribing in Latin. And when they're doing it in cursive, or joined up writing, as we call it over here, oh God, the Americans have a classier name. What is the world coming to? Joined up writing. Oh, I haven't even talked about my pen license that I got. In year 5, I had to get a pen license to write in pen at school. This is your government overage Catholic cat. Well, I had a certificate and everything to say I was allowed to write in pen. And actually, they made us write in handwriting pen. And I'll be honest, I started going back to handwriting pen because I've seen my own handwriting, and it is dire. It is abysmal, disgusting, vile. And when I was doing the anime review at the end of last season, I said I had to rewrite everything because somebody just scrawled across my paper. I had no idea what it said. No wonder my parents wanted me to be a doctor. They must have seen my writing for, he's got a bright future before he comes to anime. And then I became an anime boy on the internet. The greatest disappointment since my birth, really. But no, so, oh man, tangent. I can see, Catboy, why you possibly call me the king of Yappingtonshire. It's possible that I tangent. We're just meant to be playing a game. Whoops-a-doodle. Anyway, pen license right now. Oh yeah, and I've also, for the reviews this year, I've done a proper printed format. We're doing official reviews now. They're still going to be dire, and they're going to be completely subjective and based off my vibes, but at least I can read what I wrote now. And I've got a clipboard and anything. Yeah, this is a real professional anime review. I ain't got the hard hat on, but yeah, I sit there with a clipboard. Because I did it in the notebook, but actually the notebook was a bit difficult because I always use the notebook for other things. And people have suggested, I'm getting the vibe that I might possibly be a mite on the spectrum after the 4th person at work invited me to the neurodivergency support group. I say, guys, you do realise that I'm not actually autistic. They're like, you're not? We all thought you were. It's like, ooh, yikes. Maybe after the 4th different person invited me, I'm getting the vibe that they think I'm a little bit special. But tangent, but yeah, the anime is reviewed via, but not on spreadsheet. It's watched via spreadsheet. I manage my anime viewing by spreadsheet. However, the watching it is just by clipboard and paper and different coloured pens. Anyway, there was Iridori. That was it. Yes. Oh no, not bus. Oh, was it bus? No, it must have been a different Iridori. Oh yeah. Oh, you're being cure. Wa do itada. And they put it, that was it. The Latin monks. That's it. We knew where we were going. The Latin monks. Yeah, the monks, because they again, where we're getting to the Middle Ages, you're moving away from Latin, or Roman. So you're in a bit of early Proto-Germanic, and you're also moving into Norse or Norman and French. And the monks are writing effectively in like their second language. So they didn't know where the spaces were, especially in cursive. So they started actually putting spaces in the word, and that's how English got spaces. However, with the kanji/hiragana writing systems, it's very clear where the letters stop, and they decided that was good enough, and it's fine. But like there, where you get like, itada, it's a double conjugation, because you've moved to the past tense, and you use it as a conjunctive, and ra is your possibility form. And is that itada? Where do they connect? They don't connect. That was a trick. I got the vibes. I got how, go, and then but that's the vibe. So yeah, we're well into N4 already. That was a practice. That was a tangent. Also, and it's weird because I can see on my screen LMAO, but then for some reason over on the other chat, so I have the chat on the screen, because as you've noticed, I do tangent a little bit, and I do have another chat screen, but I forget to look at it. I'm just over here like yap, look at my pretty flowing boy. And I forget to look at it, so I have the chat on here to remind me to look at chat. And yeah, on the other chat, LMAO has been filtered, but on here it's here. Who knows? And it's not Seribot, it's just Discord. Hold on, the other purple site, Twitch being Twitch. Anything else? Oh, and that was it. Catboy, I'm sorry I let you down after driving Crocs today, because the Crocs are my gardening shoes when I go out to the garden. However, my two pairs of boots are still in Yorkshire, being stretched for my big fat left foot, so it was very weird driving in Crocs today. I haven't driven in trainers for a good long time. So I do own a pair of trainers. They are from my secondary school or middle school PE lessons or gym classes. I just never replace them, because boots do everything well. And I even went to a conference earlier this year, and because I ride the motorbike to work, I just leave my shoes at work. You enjoy my ranting. I'm glad somebody enjoys the ranting, because we somehow got from going to the post office in Japanese to the story of how I leave my work shoes at work. And yeah, I went to a conference and we had a formal dinner, this is new to me. I had to wear a suit and everything. And I only owned the one suit, and I didn't know about wedding favours. So this was back in COVID. My best friend got married, and apparently it's a thing. You just buy people suits or wedding favours. It's like, okay. And also, because it's a COVID wedding, I had to multi-roll. So I had to be, because you're only allowed 10 people in the UK during the COVID wedding, I had to be ring bearer, I had to be best man, and I had to be the DJ, because we had 10 of us. So I was multi-rolling this. And yeah, so I had a suit, and it's an amazing suit. Don't get me wrong, it's much better than my... So when I first was doing my university applications at the end of college, I had I went to, I think it's British Home Stores, and I bought a grey suit, because grey suits are great. They cover all occasions. And even funerals, because I've never been to that serious a funeral. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm of the age where all the grandparents are sort of dropping like flies, because my parents are the youngest so both my parents are the youngest of 4. So yeah, all of my grandparents are well into their 90s. There's only one going, and he's mid-90s. So yeah, they had a good run. Every single grandparent made it to 90, which is pretty incredible, to be fair. They had a good, solid innings. But yeah, they're unfortunately going. So yeah, that's it. So all the funerals I've been to 3 funerals, all in the last sort of 5 or maybe 6 years. As I said, Granddad is somehow still going. It's like, every sort of second Tuesday he's had another stroke. I don't know how many we've had now, and he comes back. He's to be fair, for someone that's like 96 and had like double figures of strokes, he sometimes forgets a little bit who you are. But as long as you remind him, by the way, I'm Desi, your grandson. Who's your mother? Mother Desi. Oh yes, I remember who you are. And I write to him a couple of times a year, because he's he's semi-mobile. He's got a walker, and he lives in the front room now, but he can move from the bed to the sofa to the kitchen. Obviously, if I'm over there, he doesn't go to the kitchen that often, but, you know, he's able to at least be semi-mobile on the one floor of the house, so that's good going. However, yeah, so I write to him a couple of times here. I don't think he can read it, but it gives him something nice, you know. And again, he used to do a lot of gardening, because that's, as a child, you know, I was not a great child. I'd just go out to the garden and eat things, you know, tomatoes, cucumbers, worms, woodlice, spiders. I wasn't super hot on what was edible and inedible, so I sort of just put it all in my mouth. And, you know, I think it had an effect. I'm an anime boy on the internet, so it's possible that just eating all the random things. It's also why randomly I think I went off uncooked tomatoes. In the summer as a child, I used to just guzzle off the vine, just raw cherry tomatoes. And at some point, there was a day, the day of reckoning, when suddenly I didn't like tomatoes anymore. That, or it's when I damaged my jawbone and it got all deformed, I can't smell anymore. Yeah, sorry, cat boy. It is a little rough, and I do cherish it, but it's also it's difficult as well, because before I started school, my parents worked full time, so every day they would drop me at my grandparents'. So even though he's like 96 now, I still remember him. Sort of, how long ago is that? That would have been sort of like 20 years ago. I remember him like it when he was 76, and actually, when he was 76. He would still get on his, old man bicycle with a dynamo, because God forbid that man bought an electric light on the bike. He had the dynamo, and he'd cycle up to the post office, and he'd take me up to the post office. And there's a little lady at the post office, and she'd get a little, and again, this is when times were different. She'd open the bag of jelly babies, and she'd put, little old lady give me 5 jelly babies, put them in cling film, wrap them up, and give them to me every time we'd go and get the paper with him. That was great. So that's where I spent like most of my childhood, and a lot of summer holidays. And again, when my parents went on holiday, I spent a lot of time there. It's just wild. Every time I go and see him, that's not how I remember him. Every time I think of him, it's Grandad, 20 years ago, not Grandad now. So yeah, and it is difficult, because he's, you have to remind him every time who you are. So he has got progressively worse. However, I did get the best out of him, and he's had a good run, and yeah, we're lucky. But it's also, I mean, all of them had good runs. And he is the last one. And it's also, that's the last link for the Major family. So, well, even that's gone, because we used to, like, at Christmas, everybody would get to go over to the grandparents. But then I am likely to, end my parents' bloodline. Every other cousin, so I said, my parents are the youngest, both my parents are the youngest of 4. So my granddad's on my mother's side, and they are down to, who doesn't have kids? So yeah, one of my uncles is childless. But the other 2 both have 2 children. Both my aunts, 2. And then those 2 children each have 3 children. So there's 6 great-grandchildren. And I provided nothing to this. So they sort of fractured. And now you have the new nuclear grandparents. So yeah, at Christmas, it's normally... I don't normally go and see... Well, I don't... It's been actually... This is wild for me. The last 2 years, I haven't had to work over Christmas, because I changed job. In my old job, I used to have to work every Christmas. As the only person who was child-free, that meant every Christmas I worked. And then so I started work, 3 months as soon as I got my national insurance number, so at 15. So for nearly a decade. Oh, wow! You got to ride a tractor? That's so cool. Man, we didn't have a tractor. I think we had a fly-mow lawnmower, and that was it. But there wasn't really lawn to mow, because he is one of those... Rose gardeners, and every square centimetre of land was used. So I have a bit of a similar approach, but not on the same scale. So the garden in the front of the house that faced the public was a flower garden, and you had like small trimmed bushes and stuff in that. So it was a nice garden. You could go sit, walk around. It's loads of flowers, small trees that were all shaped. And then you went into the sort of the side garden that went down the side of the house and around the back, because he was similar to me. He was right at the end of the road. Here's the last house. And yeah, you had the vegetable garden. It just went on forever. And there was always stuff growing there. And he had Grandad's shed, which is... I mean, it's probably not as dangerous as your Grandad's shed, but yeah, that's where... I don't know what was in there, but everything's in old glass jars and unlabelled, and it's dingy, and there's nothing but trip hazards, and it was fantastic. And yeah, unfortunately, the garden has been cut back significantly, because he can't do it now. And it's too much effort for everybody to go and maintain it. So it's still there. We still let the flowers go, but we're not resowing all the vegetables and stuff. And it needs to be easy and accessible, so in case anybody needs to get there and stuff. So it is a bit of a shame. And also a bit more of it's been like cleared, so you can go and sit in the bench in the back garden or the bench in the front garden. Because he, once you get to this age, it's not, he can't go out and about on his own, so you need to, it sucks, but at least if you give him a couple of different places to go and sit around the house, it's the best we can really do. But yeah, no, I've never been on I've never ridden on a tractor. I sat on a static tractor, like the little Matthew Fergusons, the little, old style, not rather modern industrial tractors. No, I've never been on a tractor. That would be cool. Something, I've lost track of Grandad. Chris, oh yeah, so yeah, we don't really, because it's all split up. Yeah, both, myself and my brother are sort of ending the bundle, and even on my dad's side, obviously, yeah, it wasn't great when two of the uncles, sort of didn't make it, but I still have an aunt, and she's got a kid. And I think she has a child as well. You're seeing how close-knit the family is when I'm like, I believe my cousin had a child several years. I think she even got married. I don't think I was invited. No, I know what happened. My dad, we were invited, and my dad had a fight and falling out with, oh God, let's not do the whole family drama on here. Basically, my dad and my aunt, who is his sister, had a massive falling out over inheritance. So I think I told you, I have my my setup and my TV, the 44-inch LCD, which is great. That was my inheritance from my nan, because my dad didn't want it because he had like the 60-inch. My aunt didn't want it because she's got like the 60-inch. It's like, oh, we're throwing this away. It's like, nice, I'll have a free TV. But yeah, there's a massive fight over the will, and I'm just staying out of that. But that's why my dad got uninvited from the wedding, and by proxy, we got all uninvited. It's like, family drama ain't my jam. I wasn't even going to fight the guy on the zipper merge this morning, let alone an entire family. They can work that out between them. And when it's all said and done, I'll join back in. But yeah, we were never that. It's very non-nuclear, very fractured family. So that's why I sort of live out here on my own. I normally see my parents twice a year. I mean, my dad's visited a couple of times. But no, my mum's been here 3 times, I think, ever. So I moved here like 6 years ago, straight after uni. 5-ish, 6-ish. It's embarrassing. Time is getting a little bit wibbly-wobbly now. It's like, especially because there's the before COVID times and the after COVID times. So I moved here just before the COVID times, thankfully, because if I had to live with my parents, it was bad enough. Yeah, having to live through. Yeah, when moving back after uni was an experience, because it's still the same curfew. It's like, well, you might be in your 20s now and an adult. However, how dare you come home after 9 p.m? What do you mean you're using the shower in the evening? It was a whole thing. And obviously I'd moved out for a couple of years, and yeah, I didn't really jam with all this like curfew thing. I didn't jam with the. So even when I moved back, they still had the child look on my bedroom window. So if I ever went out and they do this horrible thing, they shove the key in the front door so you can open the front door from the outside with a key. So because my room was right on the corner, I used to have to climb up. It's an old cast iron drain pipe. I had to climb up that, and as long as I'd left my window open, I could open my window from the outside and get in. So I'd have to break in every night. They did get wise to that in the end. They started just shutting my window so I couldn't get back in. So you just go up and wander around for a bit until the morning, or go and like sleep in the park or something. Again, that's why I like the boots, because if you're shut out, you can just they keep your feet warm and dry and go sleep in them. You don't have to take them off. And especially if they're decently breathable, because, I just don't like trench foot. Don't need that. That's a problem. Grandad, tangent, driving in Crocs. That was it, driving in Crocs. Yeah, I had to drive in Crocs because my boots aren't back, and that was weird. Oh, that was it. This is sorry, Catboy, you're just now you're now the government overreach Catboy. I did get told off by a police officer for driving in boots as unsuitable footwear. And looking at the guy in his Magnums, like, you're in Magnum boots, mate, and you're telling me that my boots are unsuitable for driving in? Really? I think he's also one of those police officers, when they're very I do dry humour. I am wonderful at dry humour. It causes me no end of issues because people are like, are you serious? It's like, I was just being droll, very droll and dry. But I think he was even better at me, and he's very stern looking. He's like, are you joshing me, or are you actually telling me off for wearing my boots for driving? Because that's the thing. I learnt to drive in boots. So because before I learnt to drive, I used to walk quite a lot to college. So I'd walk a couple of miles a day, nothing crazy, only like, what was it, 3.5 miles up to the station, a mile and a bit to college. So I'd walk like 10 miles a day, nothing crazy, but obviously I used to wear Converse, and they lasted like one term before I walked through them. And for twice the money, I could get a nice pair of boots. I used to just wear boots because I walked everywhere. And that was wild as well. That's when I started, for some reason, when I learnt to drive, and then I subsequently bought a motorbike instead of a car, I just started putting on weight, because didn't realise how much walking 10 miles every day contributed. And again, so yeah, it saved me a bunch of time. But yeah, I used to wear boots, and I learned to drive in boots. I passed my test in boots. And I probably didn't know. I know it's only after uni when I actually had to get round to buying a car, because I was playing ice hockey. And if you ever see an ice hockey kit, it don't travel nicely on the back of a motorbike. It can be done. And I have seen a guy come in his 125cc Lex Moto with it all strapped onto his back. But I'll be honest, there's sometimes, especially if you played a game and you've been absolutely not for six. Because we play something called non-checking hockey. Oh, wait, wink, damn you. Wink, Desi. Where's my eye tracking at? Non-checking basically means if one guy nails you, you're allowed to nail him back. And that's it. Eye for an eye. And some of these guys think they're playing NHL. It's like, dude, it's a Thursday evening. It's like midnight on a Thursday. I got work at like 7 hours. Could you not try and launch me through the stratosphere? You know, or the... Just sometimes, like, there's the board. It's like, you see my numbers the whole way, don't you? Because I see you coming to the other side of the rink. And this is my numbers the whole way, and they just, like, nail you. And, yeah, after a sight like that, trying to, like, get a leg over on the bike, especially a sort of a sports tour like I have, with all the hockey kit on the back and try and get home it's just a bit grim. I don't want to do it. So, yeah, I can see, especially in the middle of winter, it's like -5. You're soaking wet, especially if you had a shower after hockey. All this wet, and the kit gets so heavy when it's wet, especially my early kit. So I was wearing I borrowed some old Jofa kit. So it's the first year I was playing ice hockey. Yeah, I'm in two minds. I like playing full contact. However, because I have a job, and also there's people you have to watch out for. So there's guys that think, I'm the NHL, I'm going to not just finish my checks, I'm going to annihilate everyone. And numbers be damned. And you've played hockey. We normally play with maybe one ref. They call nothing because it's midnight. The rest don't want to go home. Like, I've had a couple of concussions from flying elbows. And well, I tell you how bad it is. So we were playing a game, and a girl managed to get 3 5-minute majors. 2 for elbowing and 1 for boarding, and it's only on the 3rd boarding 5-minute major they gave her a game misconduct. Like, that's a bit brutal. And the thing is, even if you're a girl, you don't have to be huge. If you run full pelt and nail someone elbow first in the head, you're doing damage. Like, size don't matter, elbows to head hurt. And also, I'm not massive. I'm not quite 6 foot, I'm only like 180 pounds. I am getting brutalised by some of the guys out there. It's fine because I can take a hit, but it's like some guys don't really do clean hits. That or the low hits as well. The duck and hip check is brutal. Or the police team. They're the police team we played, and they're the butt ending. It's just, yeah, I like full contact, but you need to be playing with certain quality of player to make it safe. And sometimes you get Builder Dave, who's he has 6 pints of Stella and wants to beat up his wife, but you'll do instead, and it's just a bit brutal. I remember one game as well. There's an absolute monster, and he picked me up and threw me. So literally, if you're shielding the puck, you're playing with your back to the guy, and he's got his hand in your back or whatever to try and to distance you, because all you're doing is trying to hold the puck to let your guys gain the ozone. It's not a great move, but if you can get that guy and pin the guy behind you so he hasn't got no leverage, you just got to hold it, and then you can just cycle it down the board while the centre just curling in. And he just picked me up and threw me. Genuinely bear hugged me, picked me up, he's like 6'8" or something, and threw me across the ice, and everybody just stopped and looked at the ref. It's like, we're going to call that? And the ref just waved, let's play on. It's like, cool. The guy picked me up and threw me. Not a penalty, that's fine. That and fighting's banned over here. That's the biggest issue with hockey here, is fighting is banned. So you'll get 50-50. Some of the refs will let you go with a double roughing, 2 and 2 for roughing. Both of you go sit it out. Someone will throw you out for fighting, especially if it's on film. And the problem is, without the lack of fighting, you just get some other guys just do it without and you can check them back. But it's all good fun. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted on the ice hockey rant. I'm hoping that I'll be back soon. I said I played it till last year. I've had a year off of hockey because I had that horrible lung infection last year, and I'm hoping in a couple of months. I have now been medically cleared is a strong term. They said I probably won't die if I try and play hockey. However, they don't recommend it, so I've given it some time. We'll have to give it a go. I really want to try before the winter as well, because when it gets really cold, I struggle as well with the breathing thing. So I'd like to at least try it in the autumn see if I can get back to hockey. And the other thing is, if it's any interesting, if you're playing the US, you know how most of your guys are left-hand shots. In the UK, nearly everybody plays right hand. So I actually play. I'm the reverse. I play left, which puts me semi in demand, as we don't have very many lefty players. They're nearly all right hand. And that is the story of, and that is the end of the tangent about how the guy cut me up in the zipper merge. I hope you enjoyed it. So let's see, new game today. How long did we tangent there? Oh, good. That was only a 40-minute tangent. It's fine. It depends. So if I'm playing up the lines, I'll play one or normally two left wing two, second line left wing. However, I also play centre, and I normally play third line centre. So if I'm playing centre, I play shutdown. So basically, because I was reasonably fast. That was my strongest thing, was speed. So I've played with Sarza. Let's not get this wrong. I am not a national level player. However, I've played with some of the international women. I've played with some of the league players. I'm not as good as a league player, but I am fast enough to keep up with the league players as foot speed. Skill-wise, no, but fast enough to keep up. So yeah, I'll play shutdown D. So basically, low event, break into the zone, hold the zone, get everybody pouring forward, and then go for the change. Just gain the O zone basically. And if you can get an offensive face-off, even better. That's what, if I'm playing centre, that's what I'm trying to do. Just basically get it into the O zone and gain either a face-off or just get off for the line change. But if I'm playing wing, I'll try and be on the quick up. So I try and cheat a little bit and get ready for the quick up, and then zoom up there, and then I normally stand net front as well. So I'm normally the guy playing net front. So I'll just stand there and please, for the love of God, D-man, don't kill me, because I haven't got any anymore. But I've had some brutal, like you know what the bruises are like when the D-man's like, blue line, is it? I see my guy stood in front of the net. Well, what if I absolutely lined up this missile of a slap shot? Yeah, brutal. So we had one of the guys borrowed it because he played in the US for a bit. And yeah, we were doing, we were measuring the shot speeds, and he's hitting 90-mile-an-hour slap shots. And it's like, for the love of God, man, please bisque me with that. And again, that's also why I play in a cage, because again, you're going to tell me you're playing you're not old enough to play without a visor, but you're going to say, I wear a visor. It's like, nah, it's not even the puck. I've had more sticks to the face. I've had the odd puck, and it's never been the opposing team that's put a puck in my face. It's normally the D-man nailing me. And we've had it, it's also, as well, playing with a visor. This would have been 2 years ago. While the guys on my team lost an eye, he took a slap shot as a D. He was you had the guy in front of the net, and he went for a tip, and it shot up and hit him under the visor in the eye, and he actually lost his left eye. So most of us play with cages now after seeing it. Didn't happen when I was on a game I was at, but most of the team watching the guy lose an eye in a game, like, do you know what? Probably going to wear a cage now. I don't need to lose an eye. And it's been awful for him because he was a builder. So it's basically put him out of work for a long time while he's got used to having one eye. So yeah. But lefty, you'll be my buddy. And then again, I'll sit at the thing, but also because I'm facing outwards because I'm standing net front, my job as well is, if it's a turnover, I'm facing the right way to back check. And again, being fast, that's kind of my job. So yes, it's left wing or centre. I've played D a couple of times as well. I'm not the best D player, but I'm very good at playing a man. I was reasonably solid. Like, some of the guys will brutalise you, but as long as you can keep close to them, they can't get a run up, and you just need to stop them turning. My job as a D was always just to hold the play up and let the support get back. But I'm not a real D. I'm a utility D. Missing a couple of teeth and some flappers. Yeah, you're a real hockey player. I mean, who won? I don't know. How much does the dental bill cost? Because I feel like, when it's pay to play, if you're paying for the dentist, you haven't really won. And believe me, the cage costs the same as the visor. It's a couple of quid different. And when it's hit me in the cage, I have both my teeth and they didn't score. So really, I feel like I'm winning here. Yeah, I've seen it as well, especially because the visor's messed up. And the thing is, because I ride a motorbike as well, for the last... I didn't ride motorbikes a lot as a kid, but I'd sometimes go out with my dad or his friends or ride quad bikes or whatever. So on and off for the last 20-odd years, I've been wearing helmets with a full face visor, like a full front helmet. So wearing a cage, I don't even see the bars. It doesn't really affect me because I've just, you know, also people say the cage is heavy, but a motorbike helmet's like 2.5 kilos. And I've been wearing those for, for 20 years. So I didn't even notice the cage there. And the other advantage of the cage, it don't fog up like the visor. The visor can fog up. And a number of guys, especially because the rinks aren't great here, they always cheap out on the air conditioner. So what you get is it gets really damp and humid. We've played games before in the winter where it's really cold. We've got a fog, and genuinely, you can't see the ozone. So you'll be in the D zone, you can't see the ozone. So the keeper, the net is just there, like, I think something's going on up there. So yeah, I like the cage because it doesn't fog up, and I've got all my face left. And even with the cage, because I've had some, where you get a real whack in the head like a stick or something, or someone's followed through, and it's hit the helmet so hard it's knocked it back into my face, and you've like cut, and I've had some minor face scrapes for actually being hit hard. I was like, I'm good with the cage. Oh god, the other one as well. Sorry, we're getting hockey stories here. We almost got the game started. This is a game we're playing, and one of our forwards. So he's not with us anymore, unfortunately. COVID was a bit too rough on him, and he's not around anymore, unfortunately. But he took a high stick to the face, and the ref called it for 2 minutes for high sticking, and it's pouring out blood from his face. So he closes up his face, you put the steri strips over it, shield it back up, he goes to jump on the ice, and they throw him off the ice. He's got too much blood on his shirt. So it wasn't a 2-2 for a high stick and drawing blood, but actually he got kicked out. We don't carry spare shirts because it's rec, and he got kicked out of the game for having too much blood on his shirt. But also the guy only got 2 minutes for the high stick. I feel like if the high stick is high enough, it draws enough blood that the guy can't play on in the game because his shirt's too bloody. You really gonna say that's not a 2-2? But no, sorry, another detour. But yeah, I just didn't go. Also, I don't play with a heavy stick. I only play with an 80 flex. I just don't have enough. I'm not great on a slapper. It doesn't suit my style of play either because I'm meant to be sort of a net front, gritty grinder. I never fire away for a slap shot. So I only ever use like the lighter weight sticks to snap them. Or again, because I'm playing on my non-dominant hand, because I'm playing lefty, I'm all right on the backhand as well. So I always like the lighter sort of these, 77? I do cut them a little bit, so it's about an 80 weight stick, which is quite light. And again, I don't use the carbon sticks as well, because again, I ain't got carbon stick money. And I have never broken a stick. There's something rough and the blades are starting to go, so the carbon fiber's delaminating. Because again, I just shove it in there. It's like, right, stick, you're going in. Oh, that was the other one as well, playing the police team. While the guy cut the tendon guards off the back of my skate, because we were playing on the board and he was stomping. Blade first and actually cut the tendon guard off the back of my skate, and that was a thing. Again, no penalty on that, but yeah, so true skates have them riveted in, and we see a number of, they sometimes come off, the guys pull them off, but no, I was using the Vapors that have the proper tendon guard, and the guy was stomping so hard he actually cut and snapped it off the back of the skate. It was wild. And yeah, it's a bit of the Wild West playing hockey. For some reason, I didn't see the end of that game. I can't imagine why, if the guy that butted into me on a line change and the guy stomping hard enough to snap the back of my skate off, for some reason just didn't finish that game. Don't know what could have happened there. Yeah. Where do we go? Tangent, but yeah, no. It's a good sport. It's the right balance of physicality. Like, because I've played, soccer or, football, and rugby's the biggest thing is with rugby, it's playing in the winter, and people just try and rip your ears off, and it's like, do you know what? I just don't feel like going to a cold, wet, muddy field on a rainy night in January. I'd much rather play at the ice rink where I only get wet, and it's just good fun. It's a good workout. I mean, also, I hate to let you know, Catboy, but I'm also British, so my teeth are bad enough. I don't really need any help. I had a lot of dental work to get my teeth to where they are, and they ain't even straight now. So I really don't need them rearranged. Ooh. Yeah, again, I use a Vapor stick as well. I'm a mix, so like everybody else, I have the most mixed bag of arm mod. I have the Vapor elbow pads. I think it's a CCM, whatever they're yellow. Is it Supreme or body armor? I think it's CCM shorts, and I think I got the Bauer Supreme shin guards. Oh, and of course in the UK we all have to wear the net guards now after the the guy died from that. And they come with wrist guard, which is nice. And I have been a little tempted because I've got especially after that the police team incident, is to maybe wear the ones with the Kevlar ankle guards as well, having seen the guy try and remove my ankles like that. I'm not particularly worried about the wrist guards. I don't really care about the neck guard, but it's again, I wouldn't have worn one if they didn't make me wear one. The odds of another guy flipping ahead. Well, saying that, I have done that. I've done a flip over 4 from a low check. You know when someone comes for a hip check and they duck and you go over the top of them? I have had a couple where I've actually gone, literally head first into the ice because my feet are kicked up. So it's not impossible. Again, it's those horrible bad checks that people shouldn't be making that are dangerous. Anyway, game. I have been one guy to the max, and I thank you sincerely, Catboy, because I had so much fun yapping about hockey. And again, because I haven't been playing hockey, there's a guy I used to play with Nettie, and he stopped playing hockey after one too many concussions. You know, it's a classic D-man at the point. We're in warm-up. Okay, so we're going to play a game, guys. Yep. We're going to warm the goalie up. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do a little, half horseshoe, or not even the half horseshoe. We're just going to line up around the goalie. You know, work his glove, work his blocker, get him moving a little bit, get him warmed up. Okay, so we're going to start from left to right. Yep, we're all starting left to right. Goalie's looking at the guy on that side. Yep. And the D-man from nowhere absolutely bombing in the slap shot and knocking the goalie out. I mean, the guy's got better since, but that was the third time. Yeah. So, I just one too many concussions. I mean, it's something I've got to be careful of as well, because I've had a lot of concussions. Let's see. Let's do the concussion list. What have we had? We had one playing normal. So when I played soccer or football, I played in goal. I had one from going headfirst into a goal post, which is only half my fault. It was a classic. It was a pinball. So you go one way, you dive one way to make the save, and then it took a deflection and went the other way. And I tried the whole, diving mid-air to actually flip and go the other way. And it turns out the laws of physics do still apply to me in air. And it turns out I can't just turn in the air, but I can go face first into a goal post. There was one of those. We had the happy slapping. So this is when this is the happy slapping revival. I think happy slapping was a thing sort of when I was in primary school, or you got tangoed or something. It made a revival for like a year or two in secondary school. And one of the guys nailed me with a happy slap before resistant materials, or what do you call that, like wood shop, and just laid me, knocked me out. It just laid me out for that. What else have we had? Had one playing rugby. I got handed off. We're both running each other full pelt. So what was I doing? I was running attacking, and he was running defending. So he's running forward, and just palm strike to the middle of the head, snap back, and took one of those. What else have I had? I've had the concussion from being hit by a car. So I was driving down A road on the motorbike, and a car coming in the opposite direction wanted to make a right turn across the front of me. Didn't look and just turned, and I launched over the car. And that was okay. I was sliding down the road feet first. That was all right. But then I hit the curb feet first. That wasn't great. That did make a bit of a mess of my ankle. That's why I wear boots. I didn't break it. I tore most of the ligaments in there quite badly, but I didn't break it. Honestly, breaking my ankle would have been better. Because the boot protected it so well, I just tore all the ligaments instead, and it took months to repair that. Breaking it would have been cleaner and easier. Although ankles are a funny joint. And then because I went feet first into the curb, I flipped head first and hit the wall head first. And I believe that's what probably gave me the concussion, because that's the point and then I remember waking up, and I think someone's either tried to drag me into the recovery position by my ankle, and I did voice my displeasure. Having torn all the ligaments of my ankle, I did not appreciate him putting me in the recovery position like that. But a nice guy whose wall I hit, I didn't break the wall, so that's good. Although to be fair, if I had broken the wall, it would have taken a bit of the damage away. He came out and gave me a duvet and wrapped me up till the police came and took me to hospital. No, the ambulance wasn't available, so the police took me. It's like, I think we have a head and neck injury. Can we get an ambulance? No. Okay, police will do. That was a concussion. Have I had any more? I had a couple from hockey. So I've had one of the ones I said about. There were two of us, battling on the boards for a loose puck, and you both got your feet in, you're grinding, and this guy from support came, and he got the call for charging, which is nice. However, it was a feet off the ice, elbow, flying elbow. He from the other, it was being their left winger. I was on my left board, so their left winger came from the other boards and nailed me head, through the numbers. And he was a short ass as well. He's called Pete. I'm not going to say his name. Let's not dox him. Suffice to say, he's only about 5'2" or so. So he had to jump to hit me in the head. Flying elbow, back of the head into the boards. Wasn't great. What else have I had? And I've had a couple of bad boarding as well. When you're playing behind the net, or you know, and then someone, similar thing, charging from nowhere, you're behind the net playing something, and someone's like, you're in the danger zone. And I have learnt my lesson, don't stand 4 foot from the boards, because that's not good for you, but the guy will absolutely nail you into the boards, and you're in that danger zone, the 4 foot, and it should really be boarding, because it's a dangerous hit. It's through the numbers, you go head first into the boards. I've had one of those. What was the third concussion? Oh, that was actually, that was half the reason I didn't finish the game, so officially I didn't get thrown out, but I was told not to return. Because one of the things that kicked off is he butt into me on a line change. He came by and butt-handed me in the back of the head on a line change. So I was going off the ice, and the guy was coming back full pelt and just butt-ended me. And yeah, I hit, and I was very wobbly. They had to pull me onto the bench. So literally, three of the guys came over. Literally, I was on my side, lifted me up and dragged me over the bench. And again, I've had a few concussions. I need to be a bit careful with them. It's also why I wear the CCM helmets, because, you know, Crosby's been wearing them to help with his concussions. Like, you know what? It helped with his concussions, and I think they're rated quite well for concussions. And they're really comfy too. So I've been wearing the CCMs. I've been on a good run for not having concussions. I think that's it for the concussion history of Deciduous Namake. This is possibly why I'm a sloth. It could just be brain damage. Right, we have got as far ahead now as actually opening the case for the game. So, let's take out Desert Storm, because we are not fighting the Iraqi army today. And after only 1 hour, I mean, really, it's time for a drink, but also, you can tell I'm an anime boy on the internet because I'm drinking my gamer subs. I've already had some tea today because I had my Japanese lesson, so I had tea for that. And also, I need to... Something ain't right with this boy. That's part of the reason I cut stream quite early yesterday. I wasn't feeling amazing. Oh, cat boy, I'm sorry. Gonna listen while you work. Just got to work. You got 13 service requests on your half day. I do apologise. Please try and go home. I mean, how many is 13 service requests? So I have done it at work. I've timed every time someone sends me work. I've timed it, and every time I'm sent work, it is about 50 minutes every time someone sends me work. So if I get 8 to 9 emails in a day, that's a full day's worth of work. I don't want to say how many hundreds of emails are currently sat unread, but it's a lot. I'm several months behind. But hey, the entire department left. There's not much of a department left. In my specific role, there is me, myself, and I. So, here's what it is. But yeah, Gambate, Catboy, hang in there. Or, I think it's Gambate. What is it today? Kikorimas? I know that's Can You Hear Me? There was some sort of celebration when I gave it to N4, but yeah. I'm sorry, Catboy. It sucks to be you today. I'm off, you're on a half day, and they've sent you a full workload. So, let's go over to the PlayStation room. Remember to hit the transition button. That should turn off the BGM. Yeah, 13, that is a full... I mean, I presume that are you one of those people you have to do all the service tickets before you go home? Or is there any chance they're going to say, do you know what, Catboy? You're such a valued and wonderful member of this team. Why don't you only work your normal working hours and then you can leave today? Because we care about you so much. If you got that sort of deal, or are you in the whole, we're expecting you to finish this today, and you better hope that something else doesn't come in because we want you to finish that too. And while you're here, could you polish all of our boots and also just make a start on next week? Because really, do you really have anything better to go home and do? And that's the one that gets me as well. When I was staying till like 7 p.m. on the Tuesday, the guy's like, you live in your own anyway. Do you have anything better? It's like, well, actually on a Tuesday I'm streaming, but you better believe I ain't telling people at work that I'm a VTuber. They kind of know that I do a little bit of streaming because it came up when I was doing some video editing for work, and they're like, oh, how do you know this? And they put 2 and 2 together. They thought I had a podcast actually, because I use the Yeti for work. The way my computer is set up, USB-C, blessed be thy name, and USB-C over DisplayPort. So I have 2 monitors, and they can daisy chain DisplayPort. They can also do Thunderbolt in. So I just have one USB-C / Thunderbolt, and that does my laptop, and all I do is unplug that one USB-C. That does my work laptop. For the actual PC, it's a bit more. That just goes straight via DisplayPort because it can have a DisplayPort cable and the USB-C in at the same time. So I just have to, again, it's one cable. I just literally use that because it can use it either DisplayPort over USB-C or it can just use it as a normal USB-C. So again, anytime I change computer, it's literally one USB-C cable to just change them. And I have a little 15cm dangly on the back of my monitor, so I just literally, it just there, just sits there. So every time I switch PC, one cable. I am a god. And it also means when I'm going to get free monitors, I just haven't admitted. Do you know what? We're not. Let's just go back to the room for a minute. Let's go back to the room. We'll get to the PS2 in a minute. I'm nearly done yippity-yappity-yappeting. And I need to be careful because I need to do a short today. I haven't done the one for this weekend. I've got so many ideas. So yeah, hopefully if I do one short today and release it on Sunday I can do the short for next Sunday. Yippity-yapping. I forgot what I was yippity-yapping about. Oh well, back to the PlayStation bit. I forgot. Sorry. Okay. PlayStation on. I can even hear it. Even better. Okay, I've never played this game before, but Stiggy, who might be by on Sunday, he recommended it to me, and I was like, well, you know, it'd be fun. The reviews are good. And it's from 2001. It's right the sort of era I've been playing recently. I do love dinosaurs, so I have really wanted to get into either Ark or Horizon, especially Horizon, because I saw when Horizon came out. For several years, I've been looking at wanting to play Horizon. I just haven't. Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay. Anything going to happen? Not seeing a whole lot of game here. Let's restart and see if we get anything else. Otherwise, we might be back to playing Desert Storm if Jak and Daxter isn't going to work for us. PlayStation 2, yep, we've booted. Okay, you get 30 seconds. Oh, no, here we go. It has launched this time. It launched this time. It launched this time. Oh, dear. I am overexcited. Hey, Naughty Dog, what have you got for me? I think you did. I think it's just several Uncharted games now. I did look. This game is actually available in widescreen. We're not using widescreen because I haven't set up my capture card for it. We're just going to play it in the normal. So it's available native for free, or it can. I think it does it itself. But it has to crop part of the game to do it. Ooh, let's do options. Yeah, let's leave the hints on because I am not great at gaming. Center screen aspect ratio. Yeah, it's definitely fuzzier. Let's stick for free. Have I got the whole thing? No, that was the whole thing. Okay, we're in. We're perfectly set up. Oh. Yeah, mode aspect ratio. No, let's not do the 60 Hz. Let's try the 60 Hz. It broke last time. Broke conflict when we went to it. No, for some reason, I think it's because of PAL region PlayStation can't do 60 Hz. I think it's the US PlayStation 2 that can do 60 Hz. I think we got different resolutions anyway. Can't do. I could play at 50 Hz. I'll be honest, it's a game from 2001. I don't think the 10 Hz is going to make a difference. The other dirty little secret is when I first started streaming when I was streaming on the laptop. The poor laptop could only run at 50 Hz, 1080p 50 Hz. So that's what we did. Whereas now I'm actually on the computer, 60 FPS is not a problem. Okay, well, it says it's saving the game. Please save the game. A little worried how long it's taken to save. Oh, no, it did it. So I've heard that this was an incredible technological feat at the time to manage to actually get this to run on a PlayStation 2.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the Precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall. Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Hey! Jack, old green stuff told us not to come here.
My goodness, how could they possibly suggest I'd do anything naughty and also not pay attention to the narrator? That definitely didn't happen yesterday in Conflict, where they said, where's the heavily armed main gate? And I was like, I found the heavily armed main gate. Okay, what have we got? Okay, there's a ritual going on, and they got purple magic.
Your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
They've got purple magic, so I know they're the bad guys, because purple is always the bad guy colour. Unless you're Mace Windu. So he was kind of grey Jedi.
What are we doing here anyway, Jack? This place gives me the creeps. Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? Jack, I think we're in trouble!
Not more purple magic. Okay. You fall into the big purple sludge. That seems bad for you.
Man, that stung!
Did you turn into
I
a cat
told
boy?
you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What? Okay. I'm fine.
We've all had days like this. I'm okay. That's half my lore is I was having a day like that.
What
until I had a little screaming
incarnation
incident like
do
that.
you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me! Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go, Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Don't worry, Catboy. I was in complete relation. I've just tried to be quiet because, again, A, I've never played the game. B, someone else, if they want to watch the gameplay, might want to hear the cutscene. Well, I was thinking exactly the same thing. It's like, man, this guy yaps, doesn't he? That is, yeah. He doesn't quite look like a sloth, but they are living in tree houses in the jungle. So, you know, there's definitely, he might not be my granddad, but I feel there is a relationship there. Ooh, this guy's ready. Look, we're jogging on the spot.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest.
That's good. The square button charges like Spyro. Oh, good. Don't punch the light. Okay. Oh.
These floating egg-shaped things are precursor orbs. Collect enough of them, and some of the villagers will give you a power cell in exchange.
This seems very long-winded. Who just leaves these orbs lying around like this? Ooh. It's quite a fluid jump, though. Yeah, apparently there's only one loading screen in the entire game. This is a technological marvel for the time that it runs. I mean, it's... Oh, you're a combat dummy. It does, yeah, the movement's a little jerky. Well, not jerky, but it blurs quite a bit.
This is a power cell, the most important precursor artifact you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav Zoomer.
Girl, I don't know your name, but I'm a VTuber. I can't count to 20. Oh, jump in here. There we go. Basic logic puzzle. You can't stop me. Yes, I understand how autosave works. Who just randomly pulls out their memory cards anyway?
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
Okay.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Oh.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
I love the bit where we're keeping this whole tutorial short. However, you know how many things you've introduced to me recently, and do you know how many thoughts I can have consecutively? Oh. I am running out of brain cells to remember all the things I've just learned.
Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
Well, that's definitely how things work. The more you have, the more they do. You're a jumping zap. Unlike Spyro, triangle's some sort of aim.
This is a precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door while channeling Blue Eco through your body.
I see. I need more of that blue jazz. Well, I've got some like blowhole glass from Shy Lily. That's basically
a Blue
blue
Eco
stuff.
vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of Blue Eco, letting you use it for the maximum time.
Okay. Right. It's zapped up. I can't see where I'm going, but I am fully juiced up. Ooh, we're in here now. Well. There we go, got back up. That's the magic glowing rock I wanted. Normally we avoid magic glowing
Good
rocks.
work. The blue eco caused the door to open. With blue eco, you can breathe energy into all kinds of precursor artifacts that have lain dormant for years.
I'm not sure. Oh, I can crouch. That's good. Really? Can I move the camera? Ah, there we go. Right analog does the camera. That's useful to know.
Those
Not
little
another
green balls of energy on the ground are a type of eco. Pick up 50 small green ecos or one big green one to increase your health.
Okay, so collect the green things. Got it. That's a drum. What happens if I bounce the drum? Nothing. But it makes a fun sound, so that's nice. Okay, more green stuff. Of course, this is an early 2000s game, so I have to have my
Jump
cute little
once,
mascot.
then jump again in the air to reach even higher ledges.
I see. We drop and grab. Okay. Oh, that's a geyser. Let's stay away from the geyser. I'm allergic to scalding water. Right, we now have 3 of these, and one of these blue Zaki boys. Okay. Less than ideal. We fell off a cliff. Could have gone better. Let's fall off left cliffs in future. I can't dash like I used to with Spyro, but if I just spam the attack button, I do get a bit quicker. Because God forbid I actually play this level sensibly and carefully and don't just run as fast as I can and fall off cliffs, because that's kind of the playstyle. They haven't even given me an easy mode, so we could be in a spot of hot water here. It could be a real sticky wicket. Come on. Back. That's it. I need to handspring you. Boing, boing, boing. That's it. Or some sort of cow-based fly. I'm not sure what a cow-based fly does. I know about cow killer wasps. Right. There we go. Oh, no, you're just sitting there till I walk into you. Okay. Oh, I'm doing confirmed. And I already missed Sparks. I have to actually touch things myself. Do you know how poor my aim is? Sparks the Dragonfly is a much better keeper than Scott. He works for me. What are you doing, strange Daxter cat creature? It's odd that I have 2 cat boys now, but hey, I can't complain. Okay, so I need to get 50 of you two lads to heal up. Oh, look, I can collect things and it tells me I've got 50 collectibles. That's really what we wanted the whole time. And if I get the magical blue glowing stuff, I can run faster. My ideal scenario. Playing the game for as little amount of time as possible. Always did think that's a bit weird with speedrunning. The whole point of speedrunning is to play the game for the shortest amount possible. It takes you so long to do it. Okay, that's good. That's good. I opened that doohickey. And I got a little, like, some sort of cow-based robot. That's not what I was after. After the door that I went through last time and fell off of. More magical blue orbs. Can I swim? Oh, I can swim, that's good. That do anything for me? No. That, though, is where I need to get. So we're on the right path. Less swimming. I mean, it's 2001, even Spyro can swim by this point. Okay, this is a training level. It can't be that hard. So where did that hide? I know that little breeze between my legs. Munchcat, you are trying your best to get stood on, aren't you? Oh, you've gone back outside, that's good. What's this? It's a glowing thing. I don't know where that glowing thing came from. There's a geyser. Oh, this is where I need to go all along.
That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet that if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
Oh, don't give me more things to collect. Do you know how few brain cells I have? Okay, so jump over here. There's the magical gate. Up here. Hide the magic gate here. There's some chests. And, you know, I'll accept them. Yes, this is where we need to go. And the portal is already open. So let's go through the portal. Thingy. That's the exploding geezer. But we all have days like that. Jump on the drums. Jump on the drums. Okay, what's over there? I don't know if there's anything over there. Need to go this way. Don't need to jump on that drum. That drum has been thoroughly jumped. I think the words are leaving me. Oh, up onto the ledge. Wow, that was a short jump. We did not succeed. Not to bother. All we have to do is step. Perfect. Oh, do you mean I redid the entire level to get to the bit that lets me, that takes me back to the start of the level? You mean that entire thing I fell off of? Basically, you're telling me I was supposed to fall off it the whole time. Yeah, back in the portal. Circle to use. Well, I can either go to the Green Sage's hut, or I can stay here. I've done everything. Let's go. Green Sage, my beloved cousin. We're going to hang out and yap a little bit more.
Good training, boys. But that's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there.
Okay.
Now, all of you, get out of here!
Simple instruction, just follow the lights. All I have to do is follow the lights. That seems easy. How do I follow the lights? Ah, the door was the answer. We're not Secret Squirrel. We don't just jump out. We use a door. That's the trick. Okay, there's nothing hiding around back of the hut. So I'm a bit concerned by what a green eco collector is. That seems a bit like some sort of a compost, fertilizer thing. I'm a bit concerned. Right, follow the lamps. Ooh, this is a glowing portal.
Hey, baby. What do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
I apologise, Catboy. He doesn't date
Listen,
animals.
if you need something to keep you busy, my father always talked about an ancient precursor pipeline hidden deep underground. Some of these pipes end in vents from which eco flows freely, and some have been capped off so that the eco is sealed back. There must be a way to turn the capped vents on. I traced part of the pipeline back to the Forbidden Temple. Maybe you should look there for some type of switch.
Now, the Forbidden Temple, or following the streetlights to do the easy quest. Decisions. Oh, and we can't. They put a table in front of her room, and we can't break in. Yeah, unfortunately, she's not into cat boys, and I feel like sloth boys are probably off the table too. I'm a little confused though, because he's half cat, half lizard. He has 3 toes, and a lizard tail, and he stands on 2 legs. However, I think he's a cat because he uses a litter tray. Okay. Right. Where are the lamps? These appear to be lamps. We haven't. Ooh, we need it. Oh god, there's no guardrails. I nearly fell in the sea. Yeah, I know when I went back and tried to play Kingdom Hearts a few years ago, that was a step too far. Okay, there's a lamp. And I see the things I'm supposed to be looking. Ooh, a building I could walk into. There's a box in there. Oh my god, I can break into random people's houses and destroy stuff. This is ideal.
Hey! It looks like scout flies are always in red boxes.
You're a cat. You can't see colours, Daxter. Oh, there's a little old lady. What does she want?
Don't tell me that you two have problems as well. The first I hear of monster sightings near the village, and now this. See those gears up there, boys? See them? See how they're not moving? That means our village has no power. The eco beam coming from the jungle temple has been interrupted. And boys, everyone's too frightened to go out and find out what's happened.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. Oh, you're funny. Now look, if you two fix the eco beam, I'll give you a power cell. Oh, and another thing, if by any chance you're interested in making a contribution to my re-election campaign, I might be willing to part with yet another power cell. The minimum contribution is a very modest 90 precursor orbs.
Oh man, I've only got 50 precursor orbs. I feel like this guy shouldn't be elected though. He seems a little bit corrupt. Right, whose house have I not broken into yet? And also, I was wrong. That was not a little old lady. That was a big fat old man. Very, very difficult to tell the difference, to be honest. And a mistake anybody could make. Ooh, orbs. Okay, what do you want? I think you're a young man.
Hey! Little furry dude!
All right, Shaggy.
I
Shaggy
thought
do.
for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
As a matter of fact, without my muse, I just can't sculpt. But with her around, I see beauty in everything, you know? Right now, I couldn't chisel my way out of a box. I think she ran away to that misty island. I just hope she's all right. It's worth a power cell if you bring her back to me.
Wait a minute! We are not going back to Misty Island! Are we?
Yeah, we're going back. They said not to go there, so obviously that is the exact place we need to go. Also, this is definitely an American game, because calling something full of spunk here is, it means something a little bit different. They had that with, is it Dasani water from like PepsiCo? Yeah, full of spunk is, you don't want to drink water full of spunk, really. It would not be a pleasant experience. It's not my idea of a good night. Okay, so there's a zippy zappy sound somewhere, so we probably... Oh, man. We're fine, we'll talk to you and start your quest too.
Well, hello there, my dear boy. You've caught me at a most inopportune moment. I was to set off on my journeys yesterday, but I seem to be a spot short on the old precursor orbs. I would have pledged my word that I had 90 of them, but I gather that your young friend, you know, the little annoying, miserably ugly one, might have just pilfered them as a sort of a spot of fun. Anyway, would you be kind enough to loan your dear old uncle 90 precursor orbs so he can get underway? I would offer you a power cell in return.
Man, why does nobody here... Have you not seen these precursor orbs? They're just sitting there, dude. But no, we went that way. Let's keep going this way. Now, that appears to be the bit of the village we don't need to go to at the minute, so let's keep going to the way we're supposed to be going. Otherwise, we'll never finish this. Ooh, there's an orb on the beach. Right, straight down. Follow the light, like a moth. Part of the moth. Guide me now. Sentinel beach. Kick the crate in. One, there's a crate there, and it goes pop, and this should have one of those cow bugs in. And it does. Sentinel flies, cowbug. Ooh, is that another one? Doing, doing, doing. That looks like it is. Oh, there's a whole inland waterway. Now, I should probably follow the quest to where I'm meant to be going. However, there's a hole in land waterway. Anything else on this beach here? There's a hut. And that's not... There's some sort of monster. Are you friend or foe? You look... We had the incident with the goats yesterday. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to slap your butt. I'm not normally into cows like that.
Gotta milk those yak cows. Gotta milk those yak cows. Oh, it's you. Oh, just resting my tired bones. I've been trying to get those ornery yak cows back into the pen all day. Some strange creatures tried to steal them earlier. You think you could help an old man and try to get them back into the corral?
Yeah, of course I can. I just have to go around and slap cow butts. I can manage that much. Oh no, there we go. Oh, those weird little sentinel flies. Now then, where is the corral? Ooh, magic eggs. Precursor materials. Hold on. We were chasing the cows, weren't we? Okay. Do the cows first. Cow. Oh, just like, yep, this is the right way. No, not that way. Yep, this is good. This is the right way. No, not that way. Yeah, you're sort of on the right sort of track here. Oh, the camera's stuck on a rock. Right. I slap you. Oh, you're going a little crooked, Cal, but I think you've got some sort of rudimentary... No. If you have some sort of rudimentary tracking, that is good enough. You have successfully found your pen. Okay, so I think you're going to make it. No. Right. You're in. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think they escaped. No, you zigged when you should have zagged. Over there. Come on, bud, you can do this. I think the massive hole in the fence is probably how they escaped. Maybe you should invent a gate, old man. We are in there. Okay, right. One more cow and two more cows, and they look like they're having a good old time. Just out here on the beach eating. Are they really? Ooh, I can slide. Nice sand. Oh no, we're barefoot in the sand. That's going to make such a mess. Get round the corner, carefully. Corral the cows. I presume if you'd be on the, I don't know what sort of tractor you were driving around the farm, but yeah, I don't know if it's a dairy farm or some sort of produce farm, but I'm pretty sure you don't slap the cows on the arse to encourage them to go back to their pen. I've seen enough clubs in this farm to know that. I've also been chased by cows before, and do you know what? I wasn't going to slap them on the arse. The cows are bigger than me. I sort of just jumped over the fence and avoided them. But yeah, the cows are just grazing on a footpath, and we just thought, oh, I'll just walk past them like normal.
Owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
And the cows decided no. The cows probably chased us if they thought we had food.
Oh, well done, my boy. You
cows.
actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
I didn't even think cows got fleas. I thought they'd get like fly strike or something. Ooh, it's morning's coming, so I've spent long enough doing this that we spent the whole night not doing the quest. Perfect. But when it's dark again, it will relight the lamps to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Till then, collect these magic eggs. Or precursor materials. Again, precursor materials, you know, post 2001, precursor materials have a different meaning. TSA or Border Force get very upset when you try and just like collect precursor materials.
You don't have enough power cells to fuel my heat shield. You can't cross Fire Canyon until you collect enough power cells.
Yeah, well, they told me not to go to Misty Island, and yet I managed to go there. Really, you know, without burning to death, how would I learn? Has anybody ever learned anything without being burnt to death before? I think not. Ooh, okay, so couldn't see us at night, but I can go up here, collect some more things. Now, no, I can't turn this back on by bonking it. I see how this works. Oh. No. I thought I had to double jump. I did not double jump. Right, here we go again. Basic beginner level jumping scenario. We can do this. Up we go. Up we go. Up we go. Up.
What a weird-looking thing! I'll bet we can get this open if you power up with that zappy blue eco stuff.
That's wonderful, Daxter. That's exactly what I was trying to do, but this is a double jump in the first level. It's a little bit tricky. I don't think you realise quite how difficult it is to do so. Oh my god, I'm literally going to explode. Why can I only double jump? What is the trick to double jumping that I'm missing? It only works every other time. Oh, yeah. Oh god. Am I really this bad at games? Am I really so bad the double jump is going to finish me off? This is clearly how you do it. Ah, I think so. I think unlike... No. Yeah, I don't know what this is about the double jump. There seems to be a maximum time you can wait. Yeah, something about this jump isn't working. When I'm double jumping out on the open like this, it double jumps every time. So what is it about being in open air that doesn't trigger the double jump properly? There we go, we got it. There's our double power up, that's what we wanted, and that should let us double jump much easier. Ooh. And it's an egg stacker. What does that do when I stand on it? Oh, it's just basically some sort of magnet, I think. I see. Well, we need to get over there next. How do we get over there? Oh, well, the double jump didn't work. What we're going to do is get over to where we need to be, and then I'm going to take a short little 5-minute break, because I have been at this for an hour and 40, and I'll be honest, I need to just stand up and have a little stretch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop you on the be right back. I'll be about 5 minutes, and then we'll carry on with this in 5 minutes' time. I'll see you in a minute then. Look at that. It wasn't even 5 minutes. We didn't even finish. We still got 45 seconds left on that timer. That was good for me. I went outside briefly. I touched a brief touch of the grass. I might have watered a little bit of it. Ooh, I don't know what these buttons do. I see. I can look through my stats. That's great. I don't want to. Back to the game. And I've also realised it is nearly 2 PM here. Maybe by 2 PM in the day, I should have had more than 1 cup of Gamers Ups and 1 cup of tea. So I had a drink. I've got another drink. And I'm also thinking we'll go for about another hour and 15 minutes. And then I should probably eat something. By 3 PM, I think it's probably time for like... Oh, God, I'm stuck in the menu. Back. No, how do I get out of the menu? Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't know how to get back out of the menu. I'll press start again. There we go. I was trapped and never... Ooh. Have I been up there? I don't know if I have. Was I meant to go here? No. So, let's go up here. Ooh, glowing rocks. Precursor orbs. I needed those. Oh, the silly bug. Cowfly. Got you too. Ooh, interesting things ahoy. No, that didn't work. How do I get up to this silly place up here? Is it a pathway? Okay, righty-ho, let's see. Run. Oh, God. Go faster. I haven't got the time for this. Round the corner, round we go. We hop. There we are. Just leave me. I see.
Check out that funky sculpture sitting on the rocks over there.
I'm trying to, but the double jump is proving my nemesis. There are the timing that I am not getting. It's like when I was watching, Limes play the Monster Hunter Wild Worlds recently, and they've... Oh my... What is it about the double jump I'm not getting? And yeah, the So Tasty, she kept missing the So Tasty because the rhythms changed slightly. What I had Monster Hunter Freedom Unite 2 on the PSP. I played it to death and you get the So Tasty absolutely dialed in, unless they've changed it. There we go. We successfully double jumped. We didn't actually get to where we were double jumping to, but we did double jump, so that is an improvement. Hit, hop, hit, hop, hit. No, don't go up there. Is this not the way? I feel this is the way. Give it 3 more attempts. If we don't get up there in 3 more attempts, we'll actually go back to playing the bit the game's supposed to. No, that's not even close. I'm definitely doing something wrong. We'll go up to the top. Give it a go from the top. Maybe running from the side is the wrong answer. It should have been the top all along. Doesn't seem right. No, maybe there's some sort of ability I need to get to do it. Let's come back. Run over the sand. Sounds like a steam train powering up. Ooh, that's 88 Precursor orbs. I can send Uncle out on a voyage discovery. We can enter the Aegis set. Ooh. It's one of those power vents I was supposed to do something with.
We scrounged enough orbs to trade for a power cell. Let's get back and make the switch already.
Oh, there's a giant waterfall. Obviously I need to follow the giant waterfall. I mean there's not a secret cave behind the waterfall. That's the whole point of waterfalls. Any more beach to Discover? Nope, no more beach to Discover. Right, back over the top. Doing. Can't do anything with you yet. Nope. Definitely can't do anything with you. No, we pressed all the buttons and I'm out of idea. Oh, we've got a roll. I didn't know I could roll like a millipede, not millipede, a cheese bug, cheese log, a woodlouse, or whatever on earth you call them where you are, because that poor bug doesn't... It's like my poor cat, he doesn't know what he's called. Every time I speak to him he's got a different name. And the cheese logs or the roly-polies or whatever are in exactly the same boat. We fell off the bridge, that's fine. It's definitely not one of those childhood fears like quicksand, just falling through a rickety jungle bridge. Is that a snake? Ooh. Oh, my depth perception. I missed that snake 3 times. Okay. It's not full. Oh, okay. We fell in the river, but it was fine. Nothing happened. Ah, we beat up a defenseless plant. Well, actually, still defenseless plant in the roads. I feel that plant has actually pretty decent defense. Some sort of tentacle monster. Keeps us coming back at me. So please desist in your approaches. Yeah, take that, Mr. Fishy. Don't you nothing. He bonked the fish. Okay, up here. Basic platformer, guys. How hard can it be? Bonk the box. Oh, we're in a different area. We didn't get all the flies. Punch a snake in the face. Boink. Okay, so again, one of these things, I'm sure they're meant to react somehow. And that was punched it in the face. Ooh-wee. Ooh, the roly-poly did not work. Let's go fight the fish. Ah, these fish didn't know what hit them. Pick up a few more green orbs. There's a long way around this time to get to the other side of the river. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Snake. I'm so long. It took me a while, but we've got here to slap you in the face. Okay, cross this again. We're going to get you. Ooh, wow, look at this green stuff.
We need to charge you up with that blue stuff to get this open.
There is blue stuff. It's over there.
Let's get up on that machine and break the mirror diverting the precursor beam.
How do we save the game? Oh, we have to actually find one of those save points. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, no. On the machine. This is concerning levels of engineering. I'm pretty sure parts shouldn't pulse like this. This is incredibly dangerous. Move for it. Is there an egg? Oh, there's a precursor orb that I need to close. Back over to the giant blue beam. I am juicy. Oh, fantastic save point. I think that could be it. Very unwell, so I'm going to take a few seconds, see if I feel better. Otherwise, that might be it for today. We'll be back in 2 seconds, and we'll see how I'm doing then. Well, give it another 5 minutes to see how I feel. Right then. We're back. I got a little bit of air, so I feel a bit better after getting some air, so hopefully that was all I needed. We'll give it a go, see how we get on. But it doesn't help that, as I said last week, I travelled the length of the country twice. I wonder what happens if I stand on one of these portals. Then I charged up. Yeah, and then I definitely got, you know, it's like going on an airplane. You always get airport colds. And yeah, just that, between that and a lot of work, it's might be taking a toll. So let's just see how we get on. If I stand on this, does it do anything? No. Okay. Oh. That wasn't what we were trying to do, but hey. Ooh, something glowing over there. If I know anything. I see. These are electrically charged eggs, so I need to be zapped up to get them. That was lucky. There's a battery. Got the power cell. Power cell. We're talking of batteries, weirdly. Over here we have the Duracell bunny, but I think over in the US we have the Energizer bunny for the weird trademark things that happened. Oh man, I got main to fish fingers. I've never had fish fingers in a long time. Oh well, I've been shopping today, so we're not having fish fingers for my tea. However, maybe next week we can have fish fingers for dinner. Fish. Yeah, I punched a fish in the face. That's what we play games for. You look lovely.
Do me a favor and keep away from those dark eco boxes.
It's fine. You've already turned into a cat boy. I feel like that's something that's green, little Daxter, to become a cat boy. Although I think your issue is you're actually a lot more cat than boy. So, Precursor orbs, I need you. And then if I run around... Oh, is it a fish? No, that's just a bit of greenery. I can't punch it in the face. I need to get you. Are you just some sort of distributor? But no. You do teleport on. Wow.
Yeah, so we got a Precursor launcher here, but you aren't powered up with the blue stuff. So
I
it ain't
see.
gonna help us.
Well, I don't need it right now. I just need to run around here. What did you miss, Catboy? A lot has happened. What in specific did you miss? I mean, I know you're busy working. You can spin round and slap things. Okay, so don't slap the box that explodes on me. We've learnt our lesson about that. Not a circular pattern. Oh no, it's a pattern. We are a sucker for a pattern. Doing. I was a bit disappointed these drums don't bounce. I thought they would bounce. Do I bounce? No, is that it? Okay, that's all we get. Okay, don't slap the box. Roly-poly through there, spin in a circle and slap that evil frog in the face. Oh, I don't remember if I said, oh, I think... Oh, we're dead. Whoopsie.
Say goodnight, Jack.
I don't think I specifically said something to you. The problem is there are two Catboys here. There is this this Daxter is supposed to be a boy who turned into a cat, and we also have you, so that will definitely not be confusing. Should just try and call him Daxter from now on. Evil frog. Pick up these. Oh. No, okay. Instead of rolling past the big metal thing, we'll just roll into it. And I'm sure once I've cleared this level, these will work somehow. Okay, a few more orbs, so we are halfway to actually healing ourselves, so let's No, we can't get around this way, so back up here. Run, Jack, run, Jack. Meet the Battletoads. Not fall to the Battletoad army. A bunch of chests. Nearly got 1 health. We've been up there. I'm sure you guys won't hit evil wolf things. That's the alarm. Oh man. We just got a health back and I took a blow from the alarm. Sure. Okay, so if I hop on you, then I go down there. That ought to be it. That ought to be it. Okay. Up here, jump over here. To get this power up, I should be able to get down there. That boosts me up. That boosts me up. Avoid dark people. Be quick. Oh, jump. Jump. This where I was trying to go earlier? I don't remember. I lost track. Get my little green orbs. Oh, it's here, wasn't it? Black frog. Okay. Nearly up to 50, which will get us an extra bit of ice fan. There we go, we've got one of these little goo bugs. Okay, 2 more little chests. Where do we go next? Got a map? No. Just got to find our way. Oh, that was not a good finding our way. I think we need to power up here because there's definitely more precursor orbs up in the sky. However, I can't get to them. There's also a glowing thing over there, so let's go. Let's see, the bright glowing thing seems like it's important. Okay. Oh my giddy aunt, we bat.
Well, better you than me.
Yeah, this is the danger. It only restarts you as a 1 bar of health. So, back in the jungle. And once I bite the dust, that's it. Got to try and rebuild the whole health bar back up. I don't remember what the snake in jungle book is. I remember the tiger shear gun. So we have to go around this corner. Five chests. That. Battletoad attack. Okay, some sort of angry wolf. Crash Bandicoot. Oh, actually no, they took pity on us. This time we got a whole refill. That's where I was. Ooh, sunken chests. And a fish. That's where I was trying to get before. So we get you 1 power up, 2 power up, 3 power up. I think we use those power ups to jump back up maybe. Get the full zappy. Ooh. No, we've been out there before. This should give us a super jump. we want to drop down. That's a glowing orb from earlier. That's oh, okay. We've magically made a bridge. I'm not going to question it. Nice. Avoid over the bridge. Oh, this is where we go. Okay, so if I get here next time with all the blue glowy stuff. Ooh, we are back. And yeah, unfortunately, this stream is going to end at the next save point. Unfortunately, both yesterday, earlier this stream, and just now, it's probably not a fluke. I feel like the third time you've been ill during a stream is probably an indication that you're not well. So I was desperate to get back in stream because I've really missed it being away for a sort of a week, and then missing it when I was I had to skip one because of work. But yeah, it's become very apparent that I am not quite well enough to continue. Let's get to a convenient save point, and we'll have to, I'm afraid, wrap it up for today. This is okay, that was quite the fall. However, I don't think I've been here before, so that's
The monsters that unbid me ship.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about.
Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig. And now they're gobbling up me catch.
No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you with Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty Island.
You want to try the challenge?
Yeah, let's try it.
There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from you. There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even a one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
Here comes a big one.
Missed. Steady, boy.
Yeah, I'm hoping, because there doesn't appear to be a way to automatically save this game. I'm hoping to I can get to.
Looks like you can.
I'll try and I can win this little mini game. It should get me to a save point, and that'll be a good point. I do appreciate the concern. Although I hope you're going somewhere soon, because I hope you're not going to be at work, you know, a full day. I hope you do only do your half day. I just don't know what's wrong. I don't think it's motion sickness, because obviously I've been playing games like this for months. But that wouldn't make sense. However, yeah.
Steady, boy.
Some sort of stomach flu. I've only got 27 pounds of fish.
Here comes a big one.
Oh.
Looks like you could use a bigger net.
Yeah, I know I could do that.
Steady, boy.
Fishes like this as well. Oh god, you can only miss one more. Oh! No.
Well, if you want to try for the power cell sometime, you know where to find me.
I know what you mean, Calf Boy, but I thought it's nice as well. It'd be nice if you got to go home. I do appreciate the support, but it's just I just felt, you know, it feels good. It feels like I'm sort of finding my groove of what I want to do. And it's like, you know what life's like? It's like, things are going well, aren't they? Well, how about if they just didn't? Yeah, I don't think there's a... Unless it's on the... No, there is no quick save. Yeah, I don't know what has quite come over me. This looks sort of like a place I want to be. Where I was before. Yes. Daisy. Not sure what these rotaries do, but they're rotating. How do I get? There's the bridge now. Oh, okay, so I have to actually jump down. Different corner. Jump down this corner. And then get another boost. So I didn't actually need the first boost. Then we've got the bridge. Then you like that, you open up this bit.
We need to get to the top of that tower.
Up we go then. There's a boost. Up we go. Little sideways transfer. Another power up. A little fly and a jump and a hop. Trampoline. Oh, yep, jump on the transporter. No, transporter, take me with you. Transporter, you've forgotten me. There's our power cell at the top, so we'll look. Oh. No! That would have been the save game. There we go, and now we can save our game. There's the save. So yeah, thank you, Catboy, for dropping in today. I'll be back at Sunday, similar time to now. So I'll either see you there or I'll see you during next week. And I apologise for dropping out. Hopefully, next week we'll get a full-length stream, or even on the weekend we'll get a full-length stream. Hope your day works out for you. Hope it's not too long, and I'll see you soon. Bye.